So, Karen,
yes?
Why don't you tell us a little bit about this piece, 4,000 Miles?
Well, 4,000 Miles was written by Amy Herzog, who has been I can't say she's an up-and-coming playwright. She's already arrived, and she's been produced in New York and at Lincoln Center. This play is about a young man played by Will. His name is Leo, and he's just biked 4,000 miles from Seattle. He ended up in New York at his grandmother's house, played by Jennie Underwood. There's a little bit of an age difference. She's an octogenarian, pushing 90, and he's 21. So you can imagine when he arrives in her New York Greenwich Village apartment that she's been in for years and years and years. Something tragic happened along the way. And one of the things that we really sort of liked and talked a lot about the play was she's a very sparing playwright. I mean, she writes beautifully and says so much in so little. And so we've had a great time discussing like the lines and what she's revealing about each character. It's a chamber play. There's 4 characters in addition to Will and to Jennifer. We also have Christine Hong and Andrea Flowers, and they're just wonderful. So we're having a great time.
That's exciting. I was going to say, and I see it's a nice small cast.
It is a small cast.
You went ahead and answered.
It's sometimes it's nice to have a one-set play with a small cast. It's like, yeah.
Oh, wait, that can happen.
Yes, it can happen. Yes, it can.
When was this written, this piece?
Well,
approximately.
Why don't I just cheat? It's a few years ago. It's a modern piece.
I seem to remember it.
I was like, it won the Obie in 2012,
and,
so it had to be somewhere around.
And what's kind of cool about it is that it's very autobiographical. It's the second play in which she has had her grandmother, who was a woman named Leapy.
What a great name.
Yeah, great name. Leapy Joseph. And this woman, it was amazing. She got arrested the first time when she was 12 years old for picketing. And she was a lifelong activist who just died, I think, a few years ago at the age of 96.
Oh, wow.
She participated in Occupy Wall Street.
Really?
And great stuff. And so much of Amy Herzog's grandmother's life appears on the stage in one way or the other. So it's really pretty cool.
That is really exciting. And how long is it's a 2-act?
It's one of those ones that you like.
Oh, gosh.
It's a oneer.
It's a oneer.
It runs around say about an hour and 45 or hour and 40.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. Mm-hmm. Now, I know you have some scenes prepared.
We have a scene. Let me get out of the way.
Who would like to set up this scene?
This is near the beginning of the play when Leo has just arrived at his grandmother's apartment, and
at about 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's a little bit of a surprise to her. She did not expect him, and she's just now finished putting in her teeth in her hearing aid.
Are you high?
What? No.
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm just asking. Have you eaten anything in a while?
I'm cool.
That's not what I asked you. You've lost weight.
It's been a long road, but a good one.
You biked all the way here?
Pretty much.
From Minnesota?
Actually, we started in Seattle.
Well, there are some mountains in the middle, aren't there? Whichever way you go.
There are.
I'll get you a banana.
No, whoa, jet fuel?
What?
No such thing as a local banana?
You don't have to yell. It's only when you speak very low or very fast that I can't hear you.
I'm just concerned about you. I was leaning on that buzzer for quite a while.
Yes, well, I was asleep, and I didn't have my, hearing aid in, and I wasn't expecting you.
Would you hear a fire alarm?
What?
Would you hear
I heard you. Listen, it's the way you're acting I don't understand, actually, not your... The whole family's been very worried. I guess you know that. Your mother and your father
I'm sorry people worried. I am, but that's not something I can take responsibility for.
You should have called. You should have called your mother. She's really been...
Grandma Vera, it was awesome to see you.
What?
It's cool. I don't think either of us has to feel bad about the fact that the timing isn't right for me to be here.
What? You're going to... Where will you go?
I have a tent and a camping stove and a love for the outdoors. I'll be all right.
You're in Manhattan.
Maybe you can give me a tip. Somewhere out of the way.
There's no place like that. Listen, you're being... Put that down. Put that back down. You can leave tomorrow. I won't stop you. Just sleep here for a few hours and take a shower and eat some breakfast, and I can wash those. You smell terrible. And I wouldn't be surprised if you had lice.
I don't have lice.
And you don't seem all right to me. You don't seem all right.
It's just, if this is gonna be about calling Jane and a last-minute, hellaciously overpriced plane flight for which she has to take a Valium because she's a phobic freak, and I wake up in the morning and she's here with a Valium hangover...
I'm not a reporter.
Meaning?
Meaning I'm not a news reporter, and I won't call your mother if that's what you're asking me. But the way you're talking about her, it's really not fair. A lot of people don't like flying.
Jane and I are at a juncture where more talking is not better than less talking. If that's not something you can understand, I'm saying it's probably best I go set up camp somewhere else.
Wow.
Okay, there was some funny stuff in there.
There was
I love that you're going to camp in the middle of New York City.
Of course, as one does.
It made me giggle a little bit.
it made me giggle a lot. That Jennie Underwood, she works at it. She's going to be decent.
You know, she may go somewhere.
She may get somewhere in this
It
town.
may just happen.
Yeah.
That was Different Stages and their production of 4,000 Miles, playing March 11th through April 3rd at House and Hall at First Unitarian Universalist Church. For more information, you may visit maine.org/diffstages.